Howdy do there, guys! Are you excited for this video? You want to know more about Animal Crossing and how it is better for you than school? There's even a little bit of doom in this video, so come with me and let's take a look at it. Only a few more weeks and Animal Crossing New Horizons will be launching on the Switch. Now, on the same day, Doom Eternal will hit the shelves as well. So you might be wondering, which one is more suited for you? Would you rather brutally kill aliens to the fullest extent of your capabilities, or rather strangle trees to death and pay off a humongous debt to Mr. Monopoly himself? It's a good question, but not one for today. Whether or not Animal Crossing is something for you or not, this game series has a lot to offer. Many complex hidden messages for players to find, and many lessons that will prepare the player better for life than school ever will. And here is why. Before I start tackling the subject of the video, let me quickly explain what Animal Crossing is for people who have never played any of the games. In Animal Crossing, you get dumped on a city, where you the player now choose what to do. It is a social simulator game. Imagine Sims, but with animal residents and without the woohoo. I know, but hey, there's more to life than that, isn't there? In Animal Crossing, you are given a house of your own. You get to keep it, you get to sleep in it, you can even have a sheep in it, but you won't be living cheap in it.
Oh my god.
Tom Nook is just around the corner, ready to pick you up and tell you how much money you gotta clear for it. And then, well, you get to weep in it. This series is very open-ended and is best known for its soothing atmosphere. From fishing to bug catching to fossil hunting and many more activities. Animal Crossing is a very divisive series. You either love it or you just find it okay. But at the end of the day, Animal Crossing is a special game for many people. It has been a special place for so many people when they most needed it. And there are many reasons for that, but that would be too big of a topic to tackle now. I would just like to mention that it captured me by surprise. I didn't think I would ever enjoy playing this game. It sounds boring and too calm for my liking, but thankfully my girlfriend was able to get me to try it out. And now I am here, excited for New Horizons, and making this video explaining myself on why Animal Crossing can prepare you better for life and adulthood than school ever could.
Morty's a gifted child. He has a special mind. That's why he's my little helper. He's like me. He's gonna be doing great science stuff later in his life. He's too smart for school.
First, I have to tackle the issue with our school systems, before I can explain why Animal Crossing does a better job of educating kids than school does. So, I hate school. I don't like it and I think it's destructive. But funny enough, when I used to go to school, I didn't hate it. I didn't even find it remotely bad. So, what changed? Well, I just hadn't experienced anything else but school. And I want to be perfectly clear here. I am not advocating against learning. I love to learn. I would even suggest that my biggest passion is to always learn. And that is why I hate school. For myself, it was not an issue. I was good at school, so I just accepted it for what it was. But many of my peers did not seem to fare as well. And as soon as they were done with high school, the first thing that they said was that they were so happy that they will never have to learn ever again. That they will never have to study ever again. For me, that was incomprehensible. Why would you ever want to stop learning? Information is by far the most powerful tool in this world. Learning is our superpower. It is what humans have been doing for thousands of years to get to where we are today. It is what makes us glorify and idolize people like Newton, Shakespeare, Tesla, Galileo, Socrates, and many more. And yet, my peers seem to have stopped wanting to achieve that. They had developed a disdain for learning. Something that in our Western society you can strongly observe in adults and parents as well. This mentality that learning is somehow tedious, that learning will not bring you any further in life, and that learning is for the young mind. It is a mentality born and refined in elementary school classrooms. Most things learned in school are not important life lessons. As a matter of fact, most things learned in school can actually negatively harm you in the future. Now, of course, I'm not talking about subjects like algebra, history, geography, literature, and so on. These things can be very helpful depending on the route that you will be taking in the future. But it can also just be something that you just leave behind after school. So in the worst case, you're just wasting time and doing something that you will never need. Not reassuring, I know, but it is still better than the structures that school teaches you.
Bart isn't doing very well either. He needs boundaries and structure. Hello, Mother dear.
Oh, that's it. We have to get them back to school.
I will be the first to admit it. Children need structure. Without it, they run into chaos. They themselves look for structure. They like it and actually thrive in it. But I will have to disagree with Marge here. School has many structures that can be beneficial for a child, especially if their parents have let it run loose so far in life. But many other school structures are destructive. Structures, destructive. In school, you learn to not question the superior. Never, under any circumstance, can you question the teacher. In school, you learn to formulate all your ideas through writing. None of them can be acted out. None of them can ever expand further than what the page allows. In school, you are taught that what you read in a book is fact. Something that I just recently realized is bullshit.
Language.
A book, even an educational one, is subject to the author. Subject to the author's opinion, his experience, and his cultural background. And most depressing, in school, you are taught to do what you are told, and only do what you are told. But real life is different. Real life asks of you to figure shit out on your own, and it will not tell you what to do. It will let you down on the ground until you figure it out for yourself. My peers were right in a sense. They were right to be happy about never having to go to school again, but the reasoning behind it was flawed. School has nothing to do with learning. It has to do with indoctrinating. With creating a humongous pool of people who do not think for themselves anymore. And why? Why have they stopped thinking for themselves? Because school has failed them. It has failed to teach them the one thing it was supposed to teach them: how to learn. Animal Crossing may be a calm and relaxed experience, but it hits you with quite a shock when you first arrive in town. You are promised a house to live in, but it will come at a cost. And it is a high one. Depending on the game, the price of buying the first house you get range from a meager 18,400 bells all the way to 49,800 bells in the latest installment. Oh yeah, and in New Horizons, the price of the down payment on the house you get is going to cost you just a puny 49,800 bells. So not 49,800 bells for the house, but just the down payment of the house. And with this, we can get into how Animal Crossing prepares you better for life than school. Debt, loans, and free commerce. All aspects of life that will make a huge difference in your financial future. Can you handle debt? Can you afford a loan? Do you know what it means to request a loan? And how do you intend on paying off said loan? Tom Nook puts it best in this quote here. Animal Crossing teaches you that most things in life don't come easy, and they do not come cheap either. You gotta work for it, you gotta pay for it. The down payment and the price of building, expanding and refurnishing the house is high, but intentionally so. It is a house after all. They are not cheap. Not in Animal Crossing, and definitely not in the real world. You will have to work hard for it, but that is the main fun in Animal Crossing. Because just like in real life, things you have worked hard for will give you a greater sense of meaning than things you've just been gifted. Animal Crossing also teaches you to learn, something that I have mentioned that school disincentivizes. In previous Animal Crossing games, you were assigned a part-time or full-time job. This ranged from being a barista at the Roost to working for Scrooge McDuck himself, all the way to being the town's mayor in New Leaf. But these jobs were very low-paying jobs if they paid at all. In those moments, Animal Crossing is trying to teach you not to just learn one skill, apply for a job that requires that skill, and then, well, from then on just write it out. No, Animal Crossing wants you to go out into the real world and learn real world skills. For sure, in Animal Crossing that means collecting shells, fossils and other items, fishing, bug catching and then selling all of them for a great markup. But when translating this to real life, this could be any skill you intend on doing. From working on a side business when off work, to learning a new skill that will help you in the long run. There are always multiple ways to pay off the debt, so don't just stick with one job to solve your problem. We live in a capitalistic wonderland, where one can accomplish anything if he or she is just willing enough to put in the work necessary for it. Animal Crossing makes this abundantly clear. It reinforces the knowledge of the free market. You have a debt to pay off? Collect fruits, shells and flowers and sell them for a markup. Then, go to the store and reinvest in yourself and your current business by buying a fishing rod, a shovel and a bug catching net. This equipment will now help you dig up, catch and fish better products that you now can sell for an even greater markup. But now, with the profits made, you cannot just only pay off your loan on the house, but you can also buy furniture for the house, clothes for yourself, expand the house of course as well, and if you have enough money lingering around, now you can even learn on how to buy and sell stocks. Or well, turnips. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, you can buy turnips every Sunday and then you can sell them at a higher cost in retail. The prices of the turnips change twice daily and they need to be sold by next Sunday, otherwise they spoil. A great teaching of risk and reward. It is a simple system, the free market and the risk and reward system, but it is one that is not well taught in school. And lastly, Animal Crossing also does a great job of teaching you how to deal with freedom. This might get a bit personal here, but after high school I went directly to university, and it was then that I realized something. I was 18 years old and had nothing to my name, nothing. And now at uni I was told to figure everything out on my own. It came as a shock, even though I had been warned. For the last 18 years, every time I was in a school environment, I was told what to do and how to do it. But now I wasn't. I was free to choose what to do for myself. And this sounds great, but it is very frightening when you are not used to it. But life is like that everywhere you go. In real life, you are never told what to do unless it goes against the law, and this is right. This is how life should be. You are an adult, so you choose what path to take, when to take it, and how to take it. But when you get indoctrinated into believing that things will always be told to you, then you just stop looking for what to do and just accept a mediocre lifestyle. In Animal Crossing, this is not so. In Animal Crossing, the game barely tells you how to do things. Sure, it tells you what to do. Pay your loan, work for the shop owner, make the residents happy, and so on. But it does not tell you how to do it. You are free to choose on how you want to get to said goal. And you are also free to choose to do none of these things and just relax on a bench, enjoying the beautiful night sky because you choose what to do with your life. And that is calming. Even if you know that you have a huge sum to pay back, you know that that is not a problem because you chose to take that loan. And now you choose to sit on this bench and relax. So yeah, that's pretty much a wrap. In conclusion, Animal Crossing teaches you how to deal with debt and loans, how to trade and understand trading, how to focus on more than just a job in life, and very important, how to deal with freedom. Thanks for watching, guys. In the comments, let me know if you've had any similar experiences with any other games or in real life. Did you like the video? Are you excited about New Horizons? Well, then don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can keep posting videos like this in the future, and if you are interested, more Animal Crossing related ones as well. And just quickly, I would like to address that of course, this is just my opinion and it strongly depends on the teacher you have, but most teachers are not great at teaching or educating. I have a theory on why that is, but that is a topic for another day. If you have experienced any similar stories, let me know down in the comments below, and see ya!
To see through you, I can. To subscribe to my channel, you won't. To like the video, you will, young Padawan. To defeat the YouTube algorithm, strong enough, I am not. Together, grow we must. Together succeed, we shall. Much to learn, we still have. Farewell, young Padawan.
Nice.